Television City in Hollywood. The offbeat, fascinating, and funny ways America earns a living on That's My Line. One of these men has never been in the ring before, but it has always been his dream. His dream was brought to life by a man who makes his living creating fantasies. He's a fantasy merchant. That's his line.
Now, I'd like to introduce a gentleman who lived out his own fantasy. Here is Mr. Roger Dobkowitz. Howdy, Roger. Have a seat, won't you, please? Roger here is a friend of mine. Roger works with me on The Price is Right, and he's always impressed me as being a bright, well-adjusted young man. Where'd you go to college?
San Francisco State University.
What'd you study?
I have a master's degree in television.
You have a degree in television, and you're working in television.
Right.
You're happily married.
Yes.
I mean, you were a week or so ago.
Yes, I still am.
You still are. And yet you have a fantasy. What is this fantasy?
I've always wanted to be a professional prize fighter.
A professional prize fighter. This intellectual-looking young man has always wanted to be a prize fighter. Now, why do you suppose you have this fantasy, Roger?
Well, my father had been a prize fighter at one time.
And when you were a little boy, you admired your father.
I admired him very
And
much.
when you grew up, you thought, I want to be like my dad.
Right.
Did you ever do any boxing?
In high school, I took a course in boxing.
Good for you. How'd you do?
I flunked.
He flunked. Why did you flunk the course?
I didn't show up for the fight.
My friend Roger didn't show up for the fight, but thanks to fantasy, Roger is going to be given a second chance to make his dream come true. We'll be back to see Roger live out his fantasy with a film of his heroic fight against a mean, nasty opponent, Bad Blood Barton, right after this match.
That's My Line.
Yes, we're back with Roger Dobkowitz, who is about to relive his great moment as a prize fighter. Now, Roger, how was this actual fight set up?
Well, they arranged for me to have a personal manager, a trainer, a real mean-looking opponent, and a crowd of enthusiastic fight fans to cheer me on.
Everything was just as if it were an actual fight.
Right.
You know what? I would like to see you in your dressing room. I'd like to see you getting your instructions. All the preparations for the fight. Where was the fight held?
Las Vegas.
You're stationed in Las Vegas. Some of the greatest names have fought there. Some of them were boxers, too. Killer Dobkowitz, his name up in lights. They don't have my name up in lights here at CBS. And look at that ham. He hasn't even landed a punch yet.
Now look, when you go out there, I want you jabbing, you're moving, we've left all the time. Keep it.
Yeah, moving.
I want you to keep moving, I want you
He
jabbing.
has everything. Manager, trainer,
Yeah, right.
everything except courage. Look at that face.
This guy's left up now, and if he gets inside, he might hurt you. Let's start moving. Okay?
Ooh, look at that opponent. Man, he's bigger than Roger. He says you're ready, but I wonder, this is not going to be an easy fight. And you know, I think Roger knows it. Look at that face. Look at that face. You know, that looks like the real thing. That looks like the real thing. That was just what I needed to make me want to see this fight. Is your father watching tonight?
Oh, he better be.
I'll bet he wants to see the fight. You're ready, aren't you?
I am.
Audience, you want to see the fight? You want to see the fight? Let's see that fight. We want the fight. We want the fight. It's a full house. Here's our hero. They're not leading him into the ring. They're pushing him into the ring. And he still has his glasses on. I hope he remembers to take those off. Open the ropes up for him, and here he is in the ring. Over in his corner, ring announcer.
This is your main event. Introducing the challenger, wearing black trunks, weighing in at 195 pounds, the menace from Massachusetts, Bad Blood Barton.
195 pounds, that's a lot of bad blood.
And introducing Introducing the contender, wearing lavender trunks,
Lavender?
weighing in at 165 pounds, from Highland Park, California, making his first professional appearance in the ring, a great American, Killer Roger Dobkowitz.
He doesn't look bad. He was tummy there, but not much. He looks pretty good. Now let's listen to the referee.
But don't forget, protect yourselves at all times. No low blows, no hold behind the head. If you knock your opponent down, I want you to go to the neutral corner and don't come out till I tell you to come back.
If Roger knocks him down, he'd better go back to Highland Park. Oh, good. They remembered their glasses. They got them off. Now he can't see. Here's the bell. Here they come out to the center of the ring. Bad Blood is feeling him out. And Roger looks as if he'd like to get out. This is Valerie. This is Roger's wife. Wondering what she'll wear to the funeral. Incidentally, this referee is Davy Pearl. He's one of the best in the business. He did the Thriller from Manila. He's seen a lot of fights, but he's never seen anything like this. And look at this. He doesn't know whether he's a flamenco dancer or doing the Ali shuffle. Hey, look at that head fly back. He landed a good right there. He breaks up the clinches by slapping their wrists. There's another couple lefts. His left is not good, and his right is worse. And there's the end of the first round. Now let's see if we can hear what they tell Roger.
Get in there. Keep your left up. Don't worry about a thing. He never touched you once. Go in there and wipe him out. This is your round.
I think Roger was trying to get out and ran the wrong way. Roger acts as if he means business this round. Davy Pearl breaks him up. Look at that wind-up. He's down. Bad Blood is down. He's trying to get out. Davy Pearl is counting over him. He can't make it, can he? He's out. Roger wins. Valerie loves it. Roger is the greatest. Roger, that was a magnificent victory. Oh, that was great. Well, now that you've lived out your fantasy, do you think you have it out of your system?
Out of my system forever.
No more fights?
Never.
I've got to tell you, though, Roger, this studio audience loved you. And your dressing room's back there. I want you to go back to your dressing room through your adoring fans. Here he is. Here it is.
The Roger Dobkowitz fight, inspired by fantasy merchants, was created and staged by That's My Line.
The champ returns to his dressing room.